And coming to you from the borough of Brooklyn, I'm Blake Suniga. Pleased to have you here along with my broadcast partners, Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz.
And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now. And the Sky start out with the ball. Pass to Stevens. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
Diggins. Well, in a league of superstars, there's some fantastic players that get overlooked. Who would you say falls into that category for you guys?
Well, you know, Lexi Hull, the wing, she doesn't light up a box score, but she's a really good defender who does the little things, makes the winning plays. Her plus-minus numbers are usually really good. And you also throw in, she's an excellent three-point shooter.
Well, I'm going to go with the point guard, Jordan Canada. You know, she's been an all-defensive team member, and she's just so good at running an offense.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Outside for Stewart, and the ball out of play, the Sky will have.
I think she was surprised to see that pass coming her way. She reacted too late.
Here's Vandersloot.
Cardoso up top.
Courtney Vandersloot for three. The putback.
Cardoso.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Pass to Jones.
Picked by Ionescu.
Beyond the arc.
Jones misses. And it's the Sky ball. Here's Diggins.
And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
After missing the 2023 season on maternity leave, it's great to have Skylar Diggins back in action.
No doubt. One of the most dynamic guards the league has ever seen. Diggins didn't miss a beat, averaging 15 points and 6 assists last year. Into her mid-30s, she's still got it. Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Jones outside. Outside for Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Jones. And good that time.
A premier interior scorer, Jones's physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
From outside the arc. Down it. Her second make in 4 attempts.
There aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than she is, especially when the D's playing soft on her.
Down low. The teardrop falls in.
Floater. How about that one? Stewart's offensive game is so versatile, and that's just another way she can make defenses pay.
And the basket by Diggins.
She got a little room at the rim and laid it in. I like that play.
Ionescu outside.
The tray.
Cardoso gets the board.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Ionescu.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Carrington attacking. The shot is good. Camila Cardoso making the play.
Well, there's the athleticism of Carrington right there. Phenomenal at navigating lanes and capitalizing.
Pass to Jones. Outside Stewart. Shoots the three. From deep, Satu Sabali. Rebound Chicago. It's stolen by Stewart. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Here's Jones. And she drops it in from the low post.
As complete a player as they come, Jones has no problems hitting the glass hard, turning misses into makes.
Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu.
Pass to Sabali. Now Ionescu.
Outside Stewart. Good on the three-point shot.
Look, the catch-and-shoot jumper is never easy. And since Stewart is confident in her shot, she's never afraid to take them.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 7.
Shoots over Laney Hamilton. Good defense there by Benijah Laney Hamilton.
New York trailing here.
Pass to Ionescu.
For 3.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Chicago with the ball. Shot from 16.
And the basket by Carrington.
I like seeing Carrington pull up from here, showing just how impactful she can be on offense.
Ionescu outside. Off target from outside. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
Outside Stewart from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
What a move. Watching Stewart doing things like that, you can forget she's 6'4".
A familiar face rejoining the Sky, point guard Courtney Vandersloot.
The league's all-time leader in assists per game. Vandersloot spent her first 12 seasons in Chicago, spent the last 2 years in New York, winning the title in 2024. She's back in the winning city, running the show this year. Good job to create the Izzy bucket.
On offense, here the Liberty. Trailing by 5. Using the post moves to get the 2 points.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
And stolen by Ionescu. 13 feet out.
That one falls, and a nice feed from Laney Hamilton.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
A nice shot by Vandersloot.
To score it under 6 feet, inside, against good D, you have to be tough like Courtney Vandersloot.
Outside, Laney Hamilton.
Stewart
Covered by Carrington.
Stewart with the bucket.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's Vandersloot. Here's Carrington. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali. Ionescu outside. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Chicago in the lead.
Diggins.
Defended by Stewart. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Trains the three-pointer.
And Vandersloot can make this shot, especially when the defense isn't guarding her very tightly.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
You know, she keeps jacking up those threes without much to show for it. She's going to lose the green light very early in this game if this keeps up.
And the basket by Diggins.
The defender there in the vicinity, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Pass to Sabali.
Laney Hamilton on the wing. Stolen by Laney Hamilton.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
What a great sight to see. Stewart doesn't need much to get going, and once she does, she is so tough to guard.
Now here is Stevens. Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Here's Ionescu. Shoots over Vandersloot. Ionescu can't get it to go.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Stewart with the ball. 15 points in the game. There's the 3. Ionescu can't get it to go.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Now here's Carrington. 7 points in the game. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. From 13. The shot that time not on target. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Sky leading by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
They've come out of the gate strong and put in a solid first quarter.
A lot of good looks for them on offense so far. Just quality shots.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And so it's New York with it. 9-point game.
Well, it's hard to believe, but Natasha Cloud has been in the league for a decade. Really impressive.
Especially when you consider she was a second-round pick. Cloud is an elite defensive guard. Great at the point of attack, and she runs such a good offense as well.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
Now here's Sheldon.
Defense is right there.
Now here's Allen.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Oh, man. That's one she'd like to have over.
Sheldon misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Allen's shot is off. Pass to Cloud. Outside Stevens. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's Allen. Here's Phoebish.
And off the glass. That one's good.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Back to Williams.
Jackson. Pass to Sheldon.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Liberty making a switch here.
Lady Hamilton.
To the inside. And here is Jones. Score the basket, her third after 5 shots.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciates it. Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Pass to Allen.
Gardner.
Now Allen. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Here's Sheldon.
And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. New York trailing here. And so she earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
How about Benijah Laney Hamilton, the most improved player in 2020?
Well, with players opting out of that season, Laney Hamilton just lit up the Bradenton Wubble. Then backed it up in 2021 with an all-star nod. Such a great player.
One heck of a crossover there.
Sensational ball handling from Vandersloot. We know she creates for others, but she also creates for herself.
Timeout called the Liberty.
It was a long time coming, but the Liberty finally won it all in 2024.
Think about it. It's their first championship after losing in the finals 5 times, including the year before 2023. And it wasn't easy. It took the full 5 games, overtime in that game 5, but Liberty fans got to see their team win on their court. Such a sweet feeling.
Now here's Ionescu.
On both ends, Vandersloot works hard to make an impact. She gives her all to shut the shooter down.
And the basket by Diggins.
Every once in a while, she shows us some great moves around the hoop.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu.
Offensive rebound.
Jones, no good.
Nearly got a finger to that shot in the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss.
While her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines, did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie, rim protection as well. What a future she has.
And there's the call on Carrington. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
And so it's New York with it, trailing by 13. Picked by Jones. Sabrina Ionescu from outside buries the long-range jumper.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
And it's Carrington missing. Outside Stewart. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso. Fires from deep. Here's Stevens. That's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
Three-pointer Brianna Stewart. Carrington grabs the board. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. Castellini Hamilton. No good on the triple.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Here's Diggins. Good for her 8th field goal. She's attempted a dozen shots.
The height difference there was huge, but she canceled it out with great body control in the air.
That body control right there is essential. If you're giving up a bunch of height on flat ground, then you better be good in the air.
Be able to adjust in the air, too.
She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Crashes the glass with effort and intensity. Stewart loves turning boards into buckets.
And she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a three-point play. It's on Allen.
The third WNBA title for Brianna Stewart, won in 2024 with New York, and it was a special one.
No doubt, bringing to Liberty an original WNBA franchise, their first ever championship. It was a bounce back for Stewie New York. Remember, they dropped the 23 series for the Aces.
Basket good.
Once you let Vandersloot get to the rim, the damage is already done. She's too skilled around the basket.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Chicago in total control. 16-point lead, the largest margin of the game. Stewart with the ball, and Williams picks her up defensively. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both. Her three-point shot has been real rough here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped her from attempting them, but it's time to give it a rest.
Well, the inside defense tries to put the clamps on Carrington, but she makes a clever move and gets through.
Here's Ionescu. She sinks the 11-footer.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, height-wise, she easily comes out on the wrong side at that one-on-one matchup.
Well, it was a nice, quick, high release, and that negated the height disadvantage she had there.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Back to Stewart. Castellini Hamilton. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Well, it's really almost like an automatic 2 points. Put them up on the board anytime she gets the ball that close to the basket.
The defense has to battle to keep her out of that position in the first place, or it's going to be a long day for them.
Here's Diggins. 20 points for her.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often, because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Outside Williams. Diggins to the middle. Pass to Carrington.
Hey, get that!
6 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer.
Solid ball movement by Vandersloot. She's got a great eye for spotting open teammates.
And here's Ionescu. She's got 7. Here's Johannes. Tried to come right back with a 3 of her own, but it's no good. Here's Diggins. She drains the quick shot.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Ionescu outside. Drills the three-pointer.
A shot that looks almost automatic for Ionescu, has total confidence in her shooting ability.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Cardoso.
Carrington to the paint. Great pass to set up the land.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
On offense, here the Liberty. Here's Johannes. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Fibish.
And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Sky out in front, leading by 17. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far.
Well, for the games that you watch around the league, what's an important factor that you guys think gets overlooked?
I gotta say, pace. You want to play the game on your terms. And if you can control the tempo, that can be pretty key in a game.
I no doubt, Brian. You know, we see different styles around the league. And if you can impose how you want to play, that's huge.
Now here's Vandersloot. The three-pointer, no good. Pass to Ionescu.
Lainey Hamilton.
Here's Stewart, covered by Carrington. Fade away. Tried to bank it in, but misses.
Here's Diggins. Lainey Hamilton covering. Cardoso can't get it to go.
Now Ionescu. Banked in off the glass.
Plays so tough inside. Ionescu will not back down.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Jacks up a three, and that's good. Courtney Vandersloot for 3.
Terrific use of the crossover there to throw the defender off balance. I like that move.
Yeah, got her on the wrong foot, and blue right fired.
Here's Diggins. Lainey Hamilton covering. And the basket by Diggins.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Now here is Stewart. 17 points in the game. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, we know about Stewart's game down low, but don't sleep on her jumper. She's a shooter who prides herself on efficiency.
And there it is.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
One place this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis with this team.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Ionescu, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy, and she was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 19. Off target with the 3.
Even against defense as tight as that, you expect her to bury those shots.
I don't know. The defender was on her like glue. It would have been quite a bucket, even though we've seen her hit those in the past.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. Takes the 3. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside drains it from beyond the arc.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
And so it's Chicago with it. 22 was their biggest lead. A nice shot by Vandersloot.
Well, Vandersloot is just fearless, getting past the inside contact and getting to her finish.
Solidly good.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Here's Diggins. She's got 27.
Looking around the league, is it safe to say that the Liberty have the best big 3?
Well, to me, it's no doubt. Yeah, former MVPs in Breanna Stewart and Jonquel Jones. And then you got an all-WNBA point guard in Sabrina Ionescu. And beyond the collection of talent, these 3 are a great fit.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. Nails the baby hook.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
Stevens. The baseline jumper goes down.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
And it's blocked. Inside. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
The 2024 most improved player was none other than San Diego native Dejanay Carrington.
She's always been an excellent defender. Offensively, though, Carrington took a major step forward, scoring about 13 points per game.
Well, last year, the league debuted the reset timeout. What did you think of it, Brian?
Well, I loved it. I mean, you get to advance the ball late in games, but there's no huddle, no drawing up plays by the coaches.
Yeah, Brian, I think it's been a great addition. It keeps the game moving, keeps the energy level high during end-of-game situations. I mean, I think the NBA should adopt it.
A challenging stretch for New York here. Pass to Ionescu. Now Allen. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Hits it and gets hacked. That's a 3-point play opportunity.
Battling every step of the way, it's the length and athleticism of Jones that allow her to finish over pesky defenders.
When you look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York, she traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
Chicago again missing. On offense, here's the Liberty. Trailing by 13. Outside for Stewart. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She's the definition of a stretch 4.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Here's Diggins. 27 points for her. Pass to Carrington. Vandersloot outside. And Azarae Stevens picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
First team foul. In for the sky.
And they've been difficult to stop lately.
You know, and this run could get stretched out even more.
Now here is Ionescu. And the 3 off target. Here's Cardoso. Tipped. Stewart with the ball. 22 points for her. Misses the three. To the inside. Harrington. And Brianna Stewart with the block. And the basket by Cardoso. Now here is Stewart. Lets it fly. New York, no good that time either.
Didn't see that miss coming. She's usually so good from that range.
Jonquel Jones with the block. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
Great timing, great defensive awareness. When you have to face a defender that can get you like this, it can alter your approach.
Sheldon outside.
Hey, I'm right here.
Three-pointer Natasha Cloud. Rebound New York. Pass to Ionescu. Takes the three. Gets it to go from downtown.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range. Well, to be a forward in the WNBA, you have to score against good D. Williams up to the task.
Pass to Ionescu. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Williams.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
That one goes in.
Talked about a determined distributor. Ionescu pretty much always knows where her teammates are.
Now here's Cloud, covered by Ionescu. Cloud can't get it to go. Now Allen. Wyatt so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Ionescu misses. Outside Stewart. Up top, Allen. Pass to Jones. Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
Oh, it's a good thing she showed up today because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jackson outside. Gardner with the steal. The rebound by the Sky. Here's Cloud. And down it goes. 2 points.
You know, an effective floater is just about unstoppable. Great job by Cloud to drop that one in. Not an easy shot to master.
The kick out to Allen. Off the mark there with the three. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Sky out in front, up 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Chicago with the ball. They lead by 11. Here's Cloud. Count it.
Love the take from Cloud right there. Not letting the defense deter her.
Pass to Johannes. Drops in the tray.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Here's Allen. Back to Ionescu. Pass to Johannes. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Sheldon. Johannes with the rebound. And so it's New York with it. A 12-point game. Sabrina Ionescu from outside sinks the triple.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Here's Williams, and it's good off the glass. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Allen. Back to Ionescu. The three is up. The rebound by the Sky.
The D was determined not to give him an inch of space. Very nice job.
Jackson outside. There's the triple. That one, no good. Pass to Johannes. Here's Lainey Hamilton. She's guarded by Stevens. And they pick up two.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
Timeout called the Sky.
All right, let's go to the court.
So both teams changing it up here.
Give the hand fans your
Chicago leading. Here's Diggins. Down low. Stevens, that's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and we'll shoot two at the line. It's going to go on Elizabeth Williams.
You don't want to get in the habit of letting the offense get right to the rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
Now here's Sheldon. And a foul called on the shot. Got it on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two. And the first one falls for her.
JC Sheldon.
That one falls, so she hits both of them. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sabali. Soft touch off the glass.
In the paint, Sabali has the tools to be dominant. Look at her muscle her way to the shot there.
Jackson outside. Fires the three. And the three ball is good.
Nice offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage.
And here's Ionescu. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Rebecca Gardner on the wing. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Well, in the paint, Gardner uses her length and finesse to find buckets.
Left side, Jackson. And it's Chicago with another. And so it's New York with it. Trailing by 13. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Now here's Sabali. She's guarded by Williams. Back to Ionescu. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range.
They got to follow and track Ionescu to the corner there.
Sheldon with it. Jackson. She's covered by Gardner. And Williams gets it to go.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Pass to Johannes. Now Ionescu. To the left side wing. This one for three. Stevens grabs the board. Sheldon right side. The rebound by the Liberty.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Johannes. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Shoots over Gardner. Misses with a tough leaning jump shot. Pass to Ionescu. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession. On defense, Chicago. New York, no good that time either.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else.
An open look for Breanna Stewart. And good, as it snugs right down through the net.
And this is something Stewie does so well. Excellent work off the dribble.
Pass to Stevens.
Cardoso.
Vandersloot's shot is off. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Outside Stewart. And a miss there on the triple.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
What poise from Carrington. So good at absorbing contact and finding different ways to score.
And when you watch Azurá Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
Now here's Carrington. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ionescu. No good.
Their rebounding has been a big key to their success in this game.
It really has been a completely one-sided battle on the boards.
And so it's New York with it. 15-point game. Lets it go from 11. Oh, Cardoso with the block. Here's Stevens. The rebound by the Liberty.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
And yep, it's good. Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Brianna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level. Defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
A nice shot by Vandersloot.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
Back to Jones. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Just shrugging off the contact, making it look easy. Jones is showing off the strength.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Now here's Ionescu. Pass to Sabali. Just 5 on the clock. The pick by Jones. Basket counts.
Intelligent play call by Satu Sabali. The pick and roll gets her all the space she needs.
Here's Chicago now. 13-point lead. And it's blocked by Brianna Stewart. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here. Off the inbound pass. The rebound by the Liberty. Pass to Ionescu. The three. Stevens grabs the board.
Here's Diggins. Lainey Hamilton covering. Carrington outside.
Launches a three. Knocks down the three ball.
I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back from this one.
Nope. Any chance of that happening has long since passed.
We're still here.
And the basket by Ionescu.
Here's Diggins.
Tries the spin move. Vandersloot outside. To the paint.
Carrington.
Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart. And the Liberty with possession here. They trail by 14. It's good from long range.
Lainey Hamilton.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Carrington. And she drops in the layup off glass.
It's just terrific to see Carrington taking charge on the offensive end. And you know the bench loves to see it as well.
Such a wide open look. Chicago with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead. And the basket by Carrington. No problem for Chicago as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them, and this building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. don't give them a chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's a wrap, everyone.